Namami Buddhang, my homage to the Buddha. In this video, I am going to discuss the fundamental facts which contains in Lohichchasuttain. This Lohichchasuttain was preached by the Buddha when he was delivering Dhamma at Salavatika village. Salavatika village was situated in Kosala state. King Kosala ruled the Kosala state. Lohichcha Brahmin was gifted by the Salavatika village by King Kosala. King Kosala regarded Lohichcha one of his greatest Brahmin. So he gifted Salavatika village and the Brahmin Lohichcha lived there, being a wealthy Brahmin, having all the properties in Salavatika village. When the Buddha came to deliver his Dhamma to Salavatika village, the Salavatika village had been gifted by King Kosala to Lohichcha. Lohichcha heard that the Buddha had come to the village. Lohichcha, he thought, to solve his problems, it was not better to go for the Buddha. It was better to get the Buddha to his residence. So he asked his servant Hesika to invite the Buddha for alms givings on the following day. Hesika went to the Buddha and he invited the Buddha to come to the Lohichcha's premises. Buddha expected it, and Buddha and his disciples came to the Lohichcha's residence. Lohichcha Brahmin was a marvelous ego-centered person. He thought any of the teacher, after having realized in the doctrine of his own, he would not share his knowledge with others. What is the use of others? He must experience himself without sharing with others. Such an ego-centered person was Lohichcha. Buddha and his disciples went to the residence of Lohichcha, and Lohichcha served Buddha well. After the almsgiving, Lohichcha took a lower seat and began to discuss with the Buddha, having conversations. Buddha asked his ego-centered ideas. Buddha explained, taking various examples like King Kosala, Brahmin Lohichcha. Buddha explained him that ego-centered concepts are wrong views. When the person bears wrong views, he was harmful to the society. Buddha explained, when any person bears wrong views, miccaditti, he would be born in hell or in the world of creatures, Buddha explained, as the result of being an ego-centered person or bearing wrong views, miccaditti. Then the Buddha explained him fourfold of teachers, 4 categories of teachers who teach Dhamma. Many follows them. Buddha emphasizes 3 of those teachers are ridiculed by their followers. One teacher is there, he tried his best to realize the doctrine, Dhamma, but he could not realize Dhamma. But he come to the society and says his followers, you may follow this, my doctrine, for your salvations. This is the pathway to the salvations. In that way he instructs his followers. Buddha said, such teacher was to be ridiculed, insulted by the followers because of his non-attitudes towards Nibbana or any salvation. The next category of teachers, they tries to understand the truth of any doctrine. They could not understand, but they asked his followers to follow them. So they follow them. They follow them, and without having any benefits or result, the followers insults the teacher. Such teacher was to be accused by his followers. The third category of teachers, they understand the doctrines. They are understanding the doctrines, and they come to the society and they ask his followers to follow them. But his followers, they do not follow them. Again, such teachers were to be ridiculed by their followers. Then the Lohichchasuttain Brahmins asked, what is the most successful teacher then? Then the Buddha explained, any teacher who followed Sila Samadhi Prajna, he tried his best and he practiced the pathway towards Nibbana, and he understands, he realizes Nibbana. He is with 9 qualities: Arahang, Samma Sambuddha, Vidyacharana Sampanna, Sugata, Lokavidu, Anuttara Purisa Dhamma Sarati, Sattha, Buddha Bhagavan. Then after listening to his Dhamma, one person enters the order, he becomes the Buddhist monk, and he developed his sila or morality in 3 steps. At first he abstains from killing creatures, stealing, sexual misconduct, and so on. He he preserved minor rules. Then he developed his morality, and he does not destroy plants, seeds, and so on. He does not make harm to the environment. And so he developed his morality. Then in the 3rd steps of morality, he abstains from forecasting, and he abstains from palm reading. He abstains from miraculous deeds. He abstains from instructing to the kings. In that way, he developed his morality in 3 steps. After developing morality, he begins to develop his concentrations, samadhi. He avoids 5 hindrances: kamma, vyapada, deeganikaya, uddhacca, miccaditti. His mind is pure after avoiding 5 hindrances. He feels happiness like a prisoner after releasing the prison. He gets some happiness. When the person does business after taking loans, so after settling his loans and getting income to solve his economic problems. So he feels happiness. So person who is free of five hindrance, he is in happiness. So he developed his mind in meditation like anapanasati, and then he developed kasina bhavana. Developing kasina bhavana, he attains to contemplations, dhyana, vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekaggata. The first jhana, first absorptions. When he engaged in kasina bhavana, he has vitakka, he has thoughts only about the objects that he has taken as kasina object. His thoughts within the kasina objects. Then vichara. Vichara means he investigates the kasina object within the kasina objects. Then piti. He feels happiness because of his mind is free of defilements such as five hindrance. Piti. Then sukha, rapture. Then ekaggata, concentrations. That is the first dhyana. Then the second dhyana, when he comes to the second dhyana, no vitakka is there. Only investigating. Only investigating the kasina object. Then again he feels happiness, rapture and concentrations. Then piti, third one. He feels piti, rapture, sukha and concentrations. Then the fourth one, upekka ekaggata. There is neither no happiness, no sad. Upekka ekaggata, concentrated mind. With the concentrated mind, he developed vipassana meditations. He engaged in vipassana meditations. He tries to look at Dhamma, their impermanence, anitya, dukkha, unsatisfactoriness, anatma, non-soul, nature of non-soul. He tries to understand. After developing his mind in vipassana meditation, he begins to have panya, wisdom. He can develop or he can create, he can show his astral body. He takes his astral body outside. This astral body is very much equal to his body. No difference is there in appearance. Then he developed his eyes up to hear this, to see the sights far away, and he developed his ear to hear the sound from far away. Dibba chakku, dibba sota. Then he developed, or he has the prajna, pubbhe nivasanussati jnana. He can understand his former birth. Kutupapata jnana. When the person dies and where he is to be born. In that way, the Buddha explained any person who developed after developing concentrations, he developed wisdom. At last he has the wisdom called asavakshekara jnana. That is extinctions of defilements. Then he enters Nibbana. Buddha explained, such teachers are not to be ridiculed by their followers, because their followers follow them correctly and have results. They attained Sovan, Sakurdagami, Anagami, Arihat. So they praise the teacher, they worship, they give homage to their teacher, they honor their teacher. In that way, the Buddha explained him, Lohichcha. Lohichcha was very pleased and asked the Buddha to regard him as his disciple, upasaka. Let me stop my Dhamma talk with this. Much merit to listen to my Dhamma talk. Blessing of the Triple Gem be showered upon you.